Hello, children. Good morning. So, how are you all? See, I'll complete with this lesson, the second part, and then start with essay 1 revision. So, till now, it is enough. Now, we'll start to revise for essay 1. Okay. So, for the next class, we'll start with the essay 1 revision. Okay, children. So with this we finish complete 5 lessons. Okay, so 5 lesson and 5 form. So in last class we have seen that a North Indian king wanted to build a palace, and that should be with the wooden column, that is with pillars, and he wanted to build it with very, like, what to tell, it should not be very expensive, and it should be with the biggest tree in his kingdom. So he sent a few soldiers to the forest and to cut and bring. So they could not bring it, so they thought that whether the horse can pull it, or bullock, or with the help of elephant. So they could not. So still the king sent few more foresters to bring it. Okay, till then we have seen, and also the foresters went and made some pujas to that sal tree. Okay, so till that we have seen. So now what we are going to see is, see, next what happens. Next to that, the tree is thinking now, should the king's decision hold, not only shall we perish, we and our spirit, for the salt tree cannot exist anywhere else, but our fall will crush all the little salt trees that have sprung up and thrive under our protection. For ourselves we care not, but for the children's sake we wish that the king had not wished it so. So what the tree is thinking is, see, it is not for our benefit, for not for me alone. The small spring, this offsprings, like daughters and sons, small trees, plant which have grown, no, that should be protected. For that reason, at least I should go and speak with the king. So it thought like that, and the spirit within the tree thought, this must not be allowed. I must wish the king and persuade him. That night, what happened? While the king was asleep, a shining figure, like shining figure, look at the picture, a shining figure appeared to him in his dream and spoke in a voice that was like a rustle. I'm the spirit of the salt tree. O king, your foresters this day have told me of your decision to fell me. I have come to beg you to change your mind. Immediately the king, no, got up. He grumbled, no, 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 no. No, I can't. Yours is the only tree in all my parks strong enough to support a palace building, and therefore I must have it. Consider, O king, for 1,000 years I have been worshipped by the people of many villages, and never has anything but good come out to them. The birds nest in me. I send a vast and lovely shade upon the grass beneath me. Against my trunk people rest, and wild creatures too, glad of the coolness. The earth blesses me. All true enough, good true spirit, spoke the king. See, the salary is telling all its benefits and the good things what it is doing. Okay, so it requesting the king, but what the king is telling, but for all this I cannot spare you. I have made up my mind. See how sometimes when even we beg, no, when we ask our mother or friends, hey, please pa, please pa, please pa, what our friend, hey, no, okay, I can't give you now. We answer like this, no? The same way. I have made up my mind. Then the tree is telling, then the tree is asking, then grant me one last request, said the tree spirit. Let me felled in three parts. First, my head with its crown of waving greenery. Next, my middle with its 100 strong arms and hands. Last, my base, which bears the heaviest and naughtiest of my limbs upon it. The king is telling, this is a strange request. Never before did I hear of one who desired three times to suffer the death stroke. Why not endure the agony but once and have it over? So, what the king is telling, see, tree, why do you want to cut three times and you will get that pain three times? Yes or no? So why do you want to suffer with that? Okay, let it be cut like one time, only once. I cut you, you die. Like that, the king is telling. So the tree is replying, it is like this, O king. Around me have grown up my family. Dozens of young salt trees have sprung from me and thrived in my generous shade. Should you fell me with one mighty stroke, my weight would certainly crush all my children to death. But if three times I suffer the stroke and fall in three pieces, some of the little ones may escape. Is my prayer granted? Indeed, it is, said the king. So, okay, I can understand. Whereupon the tree spirit faded away. So, the spirit, what happened? It disappeared. After speaking with the king, it disappeared. So, next morning, the king called the minister and his foresters and told them that he had changed his mind. The column from the new palace should be built of stone, not of wood. See, this spirit, when he went and spoke with this king, the king made up of his mind. Like, okay, see, this within that salt tree dwells a spirit, and it is very noble one, because it is telling us vision, and really, the tree is telling that it's okay, I can bear the pain, but not my small ones, my young salt trees, because if I fall into one piece, they all will die. So you cut it into three parts. See how beautifully it is. It has a noble heart. Yes or no? It is telling that it has noble heart. So that's why the king have changed his mind. So immediately he called everybody and he told, no need. Okay, see, in that salt tree, we no need to cut that salt tree. Let me build the building with stone, not with the wood. So, what happened? The trees were happy. The tree is very happy. Okay, so that is the story of salt tree. So, what happened next? See, there is a small paragraph, the Chipko movement. See, actually, Chipko movement is it's a forest conservation movement in India. See, it began in 1970s in Uttarakhand, then a part of Uttar Pradesh. Okay, and went on. Become like a rally point from many for the environmental movements all over the world. It created a big issue like that not to cut the tree, like protest this women's children, they were hugging the tree and begging them to not to cut the trees, because these are farmers, others, really trees are very important for us. Yes or no? In that way, this become, and it success flee, the world immediately took notice of this non-violent movement, hugging the tree, and which was to inspire in time many similar eco groups by helping to slow down the rapid deforestations. Okay, so it was first, like it was like a satyagraha movement. Okay, few female activists from Uttarakhand, like Gaura Devi, Suraksha Devi, Sudisha Devi, all these few women's, they all hugged. I'll show you the picture. See, this is the picture, and it all, like a lamp, like a light, it flamed all over India. Karnataka, in our state also, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. So people all over our country, they also started this. Okay, so it is a protest by the villagers who embrace the tree to prevent it from being felled. A prominent leader who has contributed significantly to this movement is Sundarlal Bahuguna, a Gandhian. Bahuguna. Okay, so this is what it is written there. Okay, children. So this is Chipko movement, like protecting the tree, not to cut the trees. Okay, so the recap. See, after that, India have released the stamp. Can you see the stamp here? This is the stamp. They have released this stamp on Saltry in 19, maybe I can't see, 1967 or something like that. I don't know when it is. But stamp, I have seen the stamp. Okay, shall we recap this lesson? So this story happened around the North India years ago. A king who wanted to build his palace upon a single wooden column that was carved from one of the biggest tree in his kingdom. He told his ministers to send men to cut the mightiest tree and bring it. Then men went around but found only one tree, and people of that village worshipped that tree because the tree spirit was within it. I already explained, like how the Avatar film, imagine that Avatar film. Okay. Okay. When the woodcutters came to cut that tree, he decided to go to the king and plead that it should be cut in 3 strokes because his family are around him. At the end of the story, the king changed his mind and understood the importance or values of trees. Okay. So this is the story. Next, hard words. Agony, felled, spirit, chipko, movement, strange, nobler, marveled, significantly, prominent. So the homework is write the hard words 5 times. I wrote trims. Okay, it's not R times. Typing error. Ma'am is not much. I'm not a good typist. I don't know. So small error. Okay, time. 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 Explain Chipko movement. How did the tree spirit explained about itself to the king? So, write in your own words. Find out the answer from the book and write it. Okay, children? Okay, meet you in the next class with essay 1 revision. So, no more videos. We are going to revise only essay 1. So, I'll make it clear, like, first, I will explain the book back exercise, grammar part. First video. Next, we'll move on to the summaries, okay, of all the lessons and poems. Okay, is that clear for you, children? Okay. Okay. Thank you, children. We'll meet you in the next class with essay 1 revision.